This podcast is produced by the Harwood Productions Podcast Network. To learn more about the network and to find more of our shows, visit us online at www.harwoodpodcast.com.
Hi, I'm Cindy Harris, and in this episode I'm going to show you one of my favorite tea sandwiches. It's on a wheat bread, and it's a little bit of roast beef, some blue cheese, and some spicy arugula greens. Now for each tea sandwich we need 2 slices of wheat bread, and then I like to take the crusts off, so I have the 2 pieces of bread together. So I'm using a non-serrated knife, and with the 2 slices together, I'm going to very carefully trim those crusts away, just like that. And what you're left is this nice rectangular piece of bread, actually 2 pieces of bread put together, and we can start to work with that to make our tea sandwiches. Now that I have my crusts trimmed, I'm going to take that top piece of bread, I'm just going to flip it back like this. And now to get that great blue cheese flavor, I'm just using some blue cheese dressing that they have at the grocery store. And I'm going to take a spoonful of it and put it on both sides of the bread, almost using it like a mayonnaise. And then I'll take a little spreading knife and I'm going to spread that across the entire piece of bread. When you're putting something like this that is really an important flavor to the sandwich, you've really got to get it all the way to the edges. That way every bite is just filled with that great blue cheese flavor. This dressing even has some chunks of blue cheese in it, which I think is yummy. Now we're going to put on some sliced roast beef. Now if you have some roast beef left after a dinner, just slice it really, really thin. Otherwise, what I tend to do is get it at the deli at the store. And what I do is I very carefully place this beef onto my bread. Now when I put the beef on the bread, I don't want to just flop it like I would a regular sandwich. I actually fold the beef so that the edges don't come off the edge of the bread. Now I'm going to put beef just on 1/2 of each of the sandwiches, just like this. Now to give that little bit of a spicy flavor, I'm going to use arugula. That's what we call it in the United States. Over in Europe they call it rocket. And what that is it's a salad green. It's very kind of spicy and peppery. So I usually put 3 or 4 leaves on each sandwich. Again, try to make sure you get the arugula inside the edges of the sandwich, just like this. Now I'm going to take my tops of my sandwich and put them right on top, give them just a little bit of a press. And what I do to decide the shape of the sandwich is I kind of look at the bread. Now if this were more of a square, I would cut these into 4 squares. Or I could cut it into 4 triangles. But what I'm seeing here with this rectangle is I'm seeing fingers. So I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to take each of the sandwiches and cut it into 3 fingers. Now, if you weren't going to be serving these tea sandwiches right away, what you can do is put them on a plate, get a very, very lightly damp paper towel, put that over the top, cover it all with plastic wrap, and put it in the refrigerator until you're ready to serve. You can make tea sandwiches a couple of hours before you need them, so that's really handy. Now, these tea sandwiches have such a great bold flavor. They're great with an Assam tea or any kind of black tea like that. They really taste great. Now if you'd like to give these a try at home, just go to our website and visit the Come for Tea show notes and I'll have the recipe there for you. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. I'll see you next time.